Israeli troops and tanks launched a limited ground raid into northern Gaza overnight. Israel's military says forces struck several militant targets to, quote, prepare the battlefield for a wider scale invasion of the region. Israel has delayed the expected ground invasion as the international community works to free hostages still held by Hamas. UN officials inside Gaza say that they are on the verge of running out of fuel, threatening aid for civilians there. Several UN members have called for a humanitarian ceasefire, but to this point, those efforts have been unsuccessful. CBS News foreign correspondent Debora Patta is in Jerusalem following the latest for us. Debora, so we know that the health system in Gaza is already considered to be in crisis. How are they expected to cope with the possibility of a full-scale Israeli ground invasion?
Well, that's a really good question, Lana. I mean, essentially, it is on the verge of collapse and already cannot cope, as you mentioned. So it's hard to imagine it getting worse, but it will. And remember that the doctors working in the hospitals, and already about half of Gaza's hospitals have shut down, but those that are still trying to operate, these are doctors who take an oath to save lives, but they can't do that. Imagine, they don't have water, they don't have anesthesia, those supplies are running low, the fuel crisis is impacting the hospitals, they don't even have water to wash their hands. A doctor that CBS spoke to in one of the hospitals told us that all he can do is offer words of comfort to those he cannot assist without these supplies. So he essentially is making decisions every single day about who is going to live and who is going to die. People who need life-saving operations that can't be done in Gaza and need to be taken outside are unable to go and will just essentially die. So it is a very dire situation. He told us that when the wounded come in, they essentially die from infection and lack of hygiene. Those are other killers right now, and people who could normally be saved under very different circumstances. So what we're looking at is a situation that is only going to get worse. And as this doctor said, he's made this heartbreaking plea where he said that we're not regarded as human, it seems. Tell us, do you see us as subhuman? If so, we'll get on with our own plans. It's a devastating thing to hear from a doctor.
Well, Debora, there's another concern, obviously, in addition to water supplies and other supplies for the hospitals, and that includes generators and fuel. An Israel Defense Forces spokesperson today disputed claims that fuel is running low in Gaza. I'm hoping you can help us understand what's going on right now.
Well, Israel is not allowing fuel into Gaza, and without fuel, what I've just spoken about regarding hospitals will get worse. The United Nations, as you pointed out, they won't be able to do their job, and it is in desperate short supply. Israel, however, says there is enough fuel, but they blame it on Hamas, saying they are hoarding the fuel to use for military purposes. And so we have this situation that at the end of the day, it's the people of Gaza who are at the receiving end of this, suffering unimaginable horrors.
And I'm hoping you could tell us more about the raid overnight by the IDF into Gaza. Should we expect more operations like this as Israel prepares for what appears to now be a somewhat delayed ground invasion?
It does seem to be delayed, and yes, there could be more raids, in a sense, shaping operations. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is under pressure to show that he is responding to that horrific attack on October the 7th. And while the ground offensive, as you say, appears to have been delayed, for how long, we don't actually know. And he himself said he cannot give an exact date, time as to when it's going to happen. But this might provide an opportunity to flex his muscle and show that he is doing something. The Israel Defense Forces say its troops and its tanks briefly entered Gaza overnight, hitting several Hamas militant targets in preparation for the next stage of combat, and that it was very quick. They left very quickly, and it took place in the northern Gaza Strip. Lana?
All right. Debora Patta there for us on the ground in Israel. Thank you.